Hi, everybody. Hi, MK. How you doing? Oh, I just threw myself together real quick. Truly. I just have to share this in the group. So you just pardon me for a moment. What's it doing? There we go. So everybody knows something a little different. Okay. Just bear with me for a moment. I want it in the group. The Bay. There we go. There. There. Now everybody in the group will know. Post. Okay. Oh, what are we doing here now? Hello, Rosa. Hi, Sharon. Nice to see some of the notifications must be working for you guys to be here in the first place. Oh, Mary J, what's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, Kelly Lamb. I hope so too, Sharon. Nice to see you here. Hi, Terry Lynn. Oh my gosh, synchronicity. That's what that is synchronicity. My window's a little off. A little bit. No, I was just having a nice conversation with someone else as well. We were talking about all this stuff. Hi, Daisy. How you doing? I'm going to try to do this all in, oh, shoot, I forgot my book with my paper and a pen. I've got to write these down or I'll type them off in documents or something. So, thank you, JC. That's really nice to know. Then you're aware. If you don't get any in a while, something's wrong, right? You go back into YouTube, get into your own membership, check your list where you keep all your subscribed channels, just to make sure we're still there if we seem to have gotten quiet for a while, you know? So, yes. Your daughter came to see you today. Isn't that lovely? Good for you. That's really good for you. Just going to push this back a little bit. I think there. There we go. Hello, Kathy Taylor from Australia. The sister cousin to Canada. Isn't that something? Oh my. That's something, Terry. I love hearing stuff like that, though. I mean, it is a synchronicity. It's universe is talking to you, you might say. So, I wonder if there's somebody else I have to share this with, or they're missing it. Try this again. I'll just be a moment, guys. In a private message. There we go. There. There we go. And send. What do you mean the attachment couldn't be found? I hate that when you try to do something normal. I don't know what that was all about. There, that post, there shouldn't be a problem. Well, it's saying the attachment can't be found. Well, what can I say? They'll find their way in if they got notifications turned on. Okay. Need a new smoke. Too funny. shoot, I can't do that right now. Let me try this way, the old-fashioned way. I don't know if this is gonna work. Let's see. I gotta paste. Sometimes there's issue with people just trying to join in on a chat, and it doesn't work that way. There's lagging? Oh, there shouldn't be any lagging unless there you are. Just saying and you mean hello. Happy New Year's to all. Okay. I see ya. Welcome, Rory. Welcome, welcome. There we go. There shouldn't be any lagging unless we've got a little hacker in messing around with everything. So that's been a problem lately. I changed everything and cleared everything and all of that, but I don't know. You can see my lips moving. Hell was a joke. Okay. Okay. From you, it's a joke mentioning it, but I doubt that it is a joke. I wonder about its existence. I have a friend, and my friend has the gift of, to put it in layman terms, she can see dead people. She sees them. She knows they're dead. They're already gone, and sees them moving around doing things. She can also do the object thing. She picks something up. She can also see death on somebody's face when death is right around the corner. She's proven these things in front of me a few times. That's good, Alan. Welcome, Alan. That's good. Thank you for letting us know it's working. But when my husband passed, and it was probably about 8 or 9 months ago, she said, I seen Eric today. And Bear was with him. That's our big bear, our big dog. He's gone. And they were walking together off away. She said, I could smell his pipe tobacco, very distinctive. And she said, I got the feeling, what I felt was, this is the last time I'm going to see him because he's going where he's supposed to be now. Made me think about purgatory, things like that. So is that what described biblically, sorry, as hell? Maybe it's like a school. It's like a learning. It's a testing. It's, you don't get right into so-called heaven or ultimate spirit until you go through purgatory. Maybe this is a possibility. One of the things that ran through my head, that maybe that's where you have to stay until you've learned. You learned what your life was. You learn about things that you did that were good, that were right, but you probably would learn about things you shouldn't have done. Empathy. Maybe people that we've hurt. Maybe we have to go through a period of that and hope that we grade or graduate at the end so that we can continue to move on and up. It's just a thought. Isn't that weird? You would think so, Kathy, but I am looking at that, you know. So, hi, Jan. Welcome, 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 everybody. Welcome. Yeah, that's right, Carrie Lynn, my friend. She is. She may even pop in just up for a fluke here tonight. So, It is good. I'm not worried about getting all the cards done tonight. I'm really not. I'll get through what I can get through, but we got a good conversation going on then, you know. So, and there is enough evil, but you can't let evil stop you from living either, Char. Same to you too, Glenna Carter. How you doing? Did I get your message, Jen? I'll have to look and see what you mean. I don't even see you here on my list. What happened? Jen, where are you? You're not on my... Wait a minute now. I'm not worried about him in here. Not worried about that at all. If he was going to cause a problem, he would have done it. He would have done it already. So, what are you in trouble for? Rory? I haven't been doing much all day today because it's been crazy back-to-back readings and all that stuff. I've got 2 privates that I have to do, and I will. I'll get to them. They'll be done tomorrow and get them done. So I think I'm in trouble all the time too. You ever get that sense of unease? I had a weird sense all day today. Just a weird sense all day today. It really weighed heavy for a while. It really did. It weighed quite heavy. And nothing that I know of has happened, or maybe something's going to happen. I don't know. I don't know, but I felt very strange today, out of sorts, out of whack, out of tune. I don't know. It's just a kind of a weird day. Did you, Terry Lynn? Yeah, I know. I felt it the minute I got up. I said, something's off. Something's wrong. Kind of started yesterday, but today was, I don't know, really rose up. Yeah, you're right about that, Char. You're right about that. I've dealt with something quite recently. It's still going on. I'm not going to get into it because it's gut-wrenching. And when I think about it, it doesn't feel real. It feels surreal. That bad. It feels surreal. This can't have happened to somebody that I know. This can't have happened, you know, that kind of a thing. And I'd rather go through life without knowing such things. I don't want to know that kind of evil, that kind of hurt, that kind of pain, bewilderment, feeling lost. Oh my God, Jay. Wow. Wow. Oh wow, Terry Lynn. I don't know. I don't know about 2020. Try to not have preconceived notions. But I get these visions, and I know they're visions when they're repetitive, they won't go away. They usually happen within a 3-month period of whatever it is I'm seeing to evolve. Um, and it died off for a little bit. Visions have never done that. These are waking visions. These are not dreams. These are waking visions. I had one of my husband. He died 3 months later. I even told him about it. And there's a story that goes with it I don't want to really get into. But I said to him, you watch and see if this isn't what happens. And I said, and if you die before Christmas on me, at Christmas time during the season, I said, I'll never forgive you for it because Christmases will never be the same. He died November 19th, 2017. November 19th. That night, that evening, about 7 o'clock, he said, I'm going to start decorations. And I like my pine boughs over my windows. He got one big window done, put the lights through it. Perfect. He did another one. Perfect. He said there was a Hallmark movie that he'd seen advertised that looked pretty good. And he wanted to watch it. He was on a lot of medication, so he took his bedtime pills, which he shouldn't have done, and proceeded. I got all comfy on the other. We had armchairs, and I was in mine. And he sat down. He said, "I'll do some more tomorrow, but at least it's a start." I said, "It looks beautiful. Thank you." The movie started at 9, 10 after 9. He said, "I can't do this. I shouldn't have taken my pills. I cannot keep my eyes open." I said, "Well, you got to go. You got to go." So he went to bed. The technical time is about 12 that night. He was gone. He didn't die in bed either. It was a big dramatics rigmarole that went on. And just like I had stated to him, and it came true. A couple friends said to me, because they knew about this before it happened, "How did you know that? How did you say?" I didn't go looking for it. I didn't create it. I didn't imagine it. I didn't try to make, you know what I'm saying? I didn't do anything. Boom, it just came to me and would not let go of me. And I knew. And it was 3 months after having it. These things happen. Oh, MK, Karen, you're going to make me weep. You're going to make me weep. Hello, Maria. Welcome. Oh, Terry Lynn, that's terrible. That's just terrible. It really is. It's horrible. It's not easy losing people. He was fine one minute, the next minute he was gone. He was gone right in front of me. And I thought he had just kind of zoned out, but he was gone. And I didn't realize that till quite later. So it's something. And there were some things that defied human logic. I never heard a death rattle before, but I heard a lot about them. People that had. I had come out to the kitchen. They were in the back room, and I heard it's a sound you never forget. It's very large. It's very loud. It's very full, and you can tell it's right in the person right here. I dropped what I was doing and ran back to the room. He spoke to me after that death rattle. How'd that happen? I asked the what do you call them? Oh, my brain's gone dead. Starts with a C. Coroner. I asked the coroner, how can that be? He says, Natalie, there are more stories about strange things that shouldn't be happening or do happen when somebody's passing and they're leaving. He said, I don't have an answer for you. I said, that's their last breath. How can it be? Because I said, tell me what it is. Tell me. He said, well, the lungs are expelling the air and the oxygen, pushing it out, forcing it out. Then how could he talk to me after? I don't understand. He was aware of me. He talked to me. So strange things happen. Yeah. Yeah, I am gonna. Yeah. I'm sorry, Maria. For 2 weeks, I've never heard of such a thing, Sharon. Hi, Ikram. Yeah, I had where I live, we have a couple fire departments. They're all professional. They've got the big trucks with the ladders and the whole bit. They got a captain and the whole thing. And when that call went through 911, when they posted it, the volunteers with the fire department out here, there's 52 of them, the last count that I was given, and just about every one of them showed up. And when this all started, it was just about 10 or 11 minutes after 11 when it started. And he was gone at 12:12. But it was like a morbid circus. We have no street lights out here. They're very few and far between. There's some, but not like in the city, every corner, every block. It's very dark out here. And there were cars, vehicles, trucks. My main road is right out here. And they were lined up on that direction, and they were lined up on this direction, both sides, and they all had their four-way blinkers on. There was people crawling all over the place. I said to my friend, I said, what's going on? Who are all these people? This is crazy. And then 5 people come up my stairs. I said, oh, gee, sweet Jesus. I went out, opened the door, and I said, I'm okay. Are you sure you're all right? I said, I'm fine. Thank you very much. And thank you for coming out so late at night. Thank you, but I'm okay. Didn't stay that way for long before I knew it. I had a house full of people all staring at me, telling me Eric was gone. Because at that point, when they came up the stairs, he was in the back of the ambulance. They were working on him. I've seen that with my own eyes. So I ended up with 2 ambulances, 2 huge full-blown fire trucks. The fire chief's vehicle was out there as well. There were 2 Mountie cars. You're Canadian, you know what a Mountie is. And just people walking everywhere. There's the moon. I'm seeing the moon. Wow. Howdy ho, moon. And 2 Mounties come in and out a couple times, 2 corners as well, and 2 in a combined living room. And they're all, I said, you can, long story short, told them, you don't have to tell me, I know. I already know. And they said, because the medic, he said, the main one, the head one, he said, if this is anybody else, we would have stopped trying long before, but because of Timmy, and Tim's my son, and Tim is a co-worker of theirs. He's also a teacher and instructor. They said because of him, it made this all very credible. But they worked on him for something like 27 minutes and so many seconds. They got it timed down to the second. I said, it's okay, I know. And they're just all waiting for me to, I don't know what they were waiting for. I just stood there with, my arms folded, my head down. It felt very surreal. But the vision was almost taunting me. That it's dancing in front of me going, told you so, told you so, told you so. You knew this was coming. You knew this was going to happen. It's a long, involved story, and it's very strange, and there are strange happenings that went around with it, and the whole bit, so. It has its moments, MK. Should have a talk show. You think so, Jay? Well, we're on YouTube. We can be anything we want on YouTube. Yes. It's, and then it's a Saturday night. We're watching a Christmas movie. Christmas decorating just started. Remember what I said earlier about that. You die on me before Christmas in the Christmas season, I'll never forgive you for it. Because it has changed the Christmases here in this house. He used to do the outside. When I first met him, I said, when are we going to get our Christmas tree? It was a Christmas thing. He said, what do you mean tree? What are you talking about? I said, the Christmas tree. We've talked about Christmas before. You know how I love it. I have to have a tree. Why would we have a tree? There's no grandchildren. There's no children at all, other than our grown ones. They don't care. I said, if we don't have a decorated home, we're going to have a serious problem. I'm not giving my Christmases up. Whether you like it or not, we're getting a tree. So, 15 years later, tell me what you want. That was his gift to me. We were so always struggling for money and poor. We never bought for each other. And I'd say, okay, I'll be the organizer. He said, just point me to what you want me to do. That was inside and out. In the place, people drive by, they'd slow down and look, people up at the stores up here, oh my God, drove by your house. It looks so pretty. And I'd go, yeah, I know. It brings me joy. The lights, I'm a light person. I love lighting. It's a big thing. And we had an argument there. He wanted the old-fashioned colored lights. I said, I'm strictly the clear lights, the mini lights, the clear ones. But there is some color, and I haven't touched them. I've kind of left I finish the rest of the decorating every year. I didn't get to finish my tree the way I wanted to this year. It's almost done, but not quite. You know what? It's going to stay up for a long ass time before I take it down. I'll tell you why. It brings me joy, brings me peace, makes me feel good. We all need that. Around here, people started putting outside Christmas lights up back in October, and it caught on. A lot of people did. So my tree's going to stay up quite a while. So, oh my God, Neuro, that's incredible. Yes. Yes, I always do. That's basically the whole house is all over the windows, the top of the windows. They're in the pine boughs are these same lights, same thing. The tree's all done with these lights as well. And I've got colored lights outside along the railings, going down the stairs, you know, around the deck. And I've got the room that takes you down to the bathroom, the bedrooms, the storeroom. It has pine garland around it, the doorway, and it's got the big ones, they're newer ones, but they're big ones, colored lights. That's just for him, I guess. What do I need, Karen? It's something I've been dragging my butt on. It's, I string my own popcorn, and I usually end up with 30, 40 feet of it. And then I treat it with hairspray. As soon as it's done, it's strung. I've had strands of popcorn, 13 years old. Open the box, open the bag, take it out. It looks like it was freshly popped. It's 13 years old. The stuff I had from last year got destroyed, so I had to redo this. And I've got about that much more to go in the bottom of the tree, another maybe 7 or 8 feet. Then the whole tree is done. And I don't feel pressured to do it now. I wanted it done before Christmas. Welcome back, Mary Jane. But very yes, and I love it. I love it. I don't know, the snow against the snowy white color against the green of the tree. I don't like the tree. I really don't. Raising my kids when they were babies, I raised them, and their father, he didn't do anything to help or anything like that. But geez, come Christmas, I had a real tree. I went and got a real tree. I've even cut down my own real tree. When you see a perfect tree in the middle of nowhere, and it's perfect, it's just what you're looking for. Yeah, you grab that mofo of an axe, some rope, and you bring it home. But my trees traditionally, almost all of them look the same, whether I got them from a lot, a tree lot, or got my own. They were all 8 feet high, about 5 feet wide. And that's how I like my trees. This little tree I have here is not real, it's artificial. It's a 6-footer. So when I get the decorating on, and once I put the popcorn on, it makes the tree look a lot larger than what it actually is. And I think that's why I like it so much. So, thank you, Neuro. That's nice. The smell of the tree is everything. You're so right about that. I'm going to make another turkey. It's down below. It's in the bottom of the fridge. I'm talking about smells. It's fine. And this is a small bird. It's enough for a couple people, you know, well, a few people or a couple people, a few meals, how you look at it. The turkey we got for Christmas, my eldest son was with me, and he said, what about a turkey? We're doing the big shopping, you know, for the Christmas holidays. I said, go grab the turkey. Try to get fresh. If they don't have fresh, at least get a butterball, right? Get a good sized one. He did that and put it in the cart. I didn't notice. He didn't notice. Putting groceries away when we got home later. I said, I'm going to put this in the bottom of the fridge because it takes 3 days to thaw them. I said it'll be perfect timing. It'll be Christmas Day. So come Christmas Day, I've got everything else done. Baking's done. Everything's done. Just got to get the turkey going. I take it out of the fridge. I can hear a little snap and a crackle. It was so cold. Cold enough to burn your hands. Put it down. Found the weight on it. And then looked at the chart on the back. And there were great big letters. Cook from frozen. There was stuffing in it. I went, what? It had thawed. But it was still ice cold. Like it was just thawed. There were probably little parts of it that were still frozen. I said, no, I don't buy turkeys with stuffing in them. They're never any friggin' good. This one wasn't either. I didn't get the scent of, was what I missed, the scent of traditional sage cooking in the house. You can smell the sage, the savory, you know, everything that goes with that, that smell. It's just like a tree. There's a smell. It's the same with the turkey dinner, your Christmas dinner. There's that scent. Didn't have it in the house. I didn't enjoy any of it. The only thing I thought turned out beautiful, which actually helped the meal, was the gravy was gorgeous. Gravy turned out gorgeous. So I just threw the carcass of that turkey out for the crows today. They went nuts over it. A lot of meat left on it. They'll pick it, pick it, pick it. So that's why I've got that taken, the little one, just the small one. The other one, I could barely pick it up. It had to be 45 pounds. It was so heavy. But anyways, I'm going to get that cooked as soon as I can just to get that scent. The scent of a Christmas dinner cooking, I missed it completely. I feel ripped off. You know, this kind of a thing. Hi, Donna. Welcome, Donna. This is not a mini reading. I'm doing collective readings tonight. It's not posted. You'd have to message me. So, no. I did back in the old days, though. And I was one of those people, Sharon. It was one tinsel at a time. Not a handful and laid, but one tinsel. I was that type of tinsel person. Yeah. Nobody does. I don't even know if you can buy it anymore, tell you the truth. So, you know. Yeah, we're talking, but I'm shuffling. We're going to get there. May not all be tonight, but what the hell, you know? So, same to you, Donna. I don't know if the year's going to be everything. I mean, we've got, well, the whole world is, please let, every country, I believe, is saying, please let 21 be better. Let things improve. Let's see some improvement. Let's see if we get our freedoms back. Or let's see if we're comfortable with life and living again, you know? But again, as I started way back in the beginning here talking, I keep seeing this vision. I keep telling myself it can't be. It can't be. But what I'm also think I'm seeing is far into the future. I really do. I don't think it's in our time. At least I hope it's not in our time. So. Good, I'm glad to hear that, Victor. Good for you. That's nice. That's really nice. Thank you, Mary Jane. Yeah, I was that way too. One tinsel piece at a time. I just don't want us to. I want the truth. I don't want to be in self-denial. And I kind of get lost. I feel lost. I would say, come on now, Natalie, what's the feel? I've been asked that by friends. What do you think 21's going to be like? And for some reason, I can't bring myself to answer because I really want to be, if the vision I saw was meant for now, for 21, I would beg to be wrong. I would beg to be wrong. Let me be wrong. Let me be wrong. Way off base. But then I question, how am I seeing this? Is that me there or is that somebody else? Am I witnessing something? I don't know. But it's very real to me. Thank you. You too, Tom. Back to you. So, I just want peace in my life. That's what I want. I don't want conflict. I don't want... Yeah, I'll take the challenges. Challenges are good. Challenges help us to grow. This kind of a thing, right? Wow. I don't know. Sometimes I get too much into the reality of things. Sometimes I have to. We all do. Whether we want to face reality or not. You know what I mean? So, I think I'm going to more or less take this in proper order tonight. So the first sign, and I need to hold on, I need my paper and pen. I have to write down the timestamps, and then I can add them after it's been done. Okay, just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. Oh, I'm going to have to take some turmeric while I'm up. There goes my leg. I didn't take any yet today. Baby, you got to let me go by. Just give me a minute, guys. Make sure I can stand up. Okay, turmeric first. Come on. Come on. There we go. Okay. All right, pen and paper. Okay, I need a pen. There we go. Gonna start with Aries. That's funny, Hinkle. Thanks. Hi, D'Amica. Do you, Tom? That's a good thing. Long overdue. Long overdue. You're so right about that. Okay, I've got Aries written down. What have I got on my clock? 39:45. I'll say 40. 40 minutes in. There we go. This is going to start with Aries. I'm not going by any structure, any protocols here tonight with readings. I may pull one card. I may pull two. I may pull. I may pull. I may pull. I don't know. I'm going completely. I'm winging it. Put it that way. So. I haven't tried them yet. My son Tim got me a small pair as well, very small, with only 2 small attachments. They're for doing around the eyes and around the ears, delicate areas. And I tried to get him to talk because he's got fur that sticks up like alfalfa. So I said no. He was fighting me, and I held him firmly. And I went over the top of his head, and it took most of it and left one piece sticking. He fought me so bad. I said, if you're freaking out over this, what are you going to do when I pull out the big boy? There's the thing. What are you going to do there, Bear, when I pull out the big boy? Because it's going to make more noise. It's going to be heavier. There's some weight behind it. We'll see. I'm just waiting until I'm up to it because it's going to be a wrestling match. You may only get half done in one session, and it could end up being that it could take 3 or 4 days to get him done and done properly. So, yeah. Hi, Cassandra. Okay, guys. I'm just trying to find my feet here. Get everything ready. That's what I'm doing. This is for Aries. What's coming up in 2021 for Aries? Could you give us some heads up, some direction for beautiful Aries? What's coming up in this brand new human year of 2021? What is coming up for Aries? What do they need direction on? What do they need to know about? No telling how this is going to go tonight. I may even pull other cards. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I just knew that I said I was going to do this. I felt pulled to do it. So we're doing it. Okay. I did it again. I went and left these cards on this tablecloth. We'll soon get rid of that. I can't put up with the tablecloth for months on ends. Not this one anyway. I'm going to cut right here. I'm going to cut 3 times, actually. Really? That's what I just heard. That's what I just felt. Right out of left field. Cut 3 times. All right. And cut once more. Okay. What do we get for Aries? I like to see that. I like this conversation I had with someone tonight. I didn't touch on that, and that's such a big part of my everyday life. Intuition is the card that I pulled for you, Aries. You're going to have a lot of growth in that area. That's why it's come up. Be prepared that way for you. It'll be an occurrence or occurrences that will happen to you, happen around you. You'll be affected in some way, even if it's something you're visually witnessing, but not physically receiving. It'll still affect you in some way. You're going to learn, Aries. This is for all of you. To learn to use your intuition to guide you in the best way possible, in the safest way, the most comfortable way. Learn to listen to your gut. You put 100% faith. That's your main connection with the universe. It never steers you wrong. It never lies. It never steers you wrong. I bet you we can too. We'll do that, Tom. We'll talk about it. We certainly will. Because we can get all 3 of our mugs and anybody else that wants to be part of it, get all our mugs up at the same time, which is pretty darn cool. But she's beautiful. I don't even think I'm going to use the book. I don't even know. There it is. I don't think the book's giving me anything anymore. But I'm feeling... Really? Okay. Some people, a lot of people worldwide, are going to feel like they can't trust anything, anywhere, at all, anymore. But we all need something. They're going to turn to their intuition. They're going to discover, hey, I've got these, they're called gifts, is what they're going to need to hear. You have gifts. We've all got them. We're all born with them. The only thing they can truly count on is their intuition. And some people will put it in layman terms even more by saying, the only one I can believe in and trust in and depend on is me. And that's how they're going to feel about it. It's their intuition. There's no greater thing. There just isn't. I've got experiences. I've seen things. I've been blown away. And do I know it all? Hell, friggin' no more than you do. You know, but I'm accepting of what's around the corner. I know there's more around the corner because I've got a heartbeat still here. So there's going to be more things, the good, the bad, the ugly, who knows? Things to shock, things to surprise, things coming out of left field, don't see coming, and boom, there it is. And other times there's nothing but air there. as the saying goes, you know? So, yeah, she's a beautiful card. She has a quiet, understated strength about her. She truly does. I don't think there's anything the book can add. You are going to be, because you need to. There's do with that what you will. It's going to be different for everybody, but getting in touch with your intuition, it's going to be because some people are, you've got nowhere else to turn. And that may feel anguishing in the moment, but overall, it's the best thing that could happen to you because you're turning inward. When you turn inward to your intuition, it's your connection with the universe. Miracles will happen. Unspeakable, beautiful things can happen. She represents this as a time for learning for you. She sometimes represents a teacher within the tarot, but so does the high priest. There it is. There's meanings, but another meaning is needing to spend some time alone and for you to connect with your inner self. When you're dealing with the inner self, you don't share that with anybody else either. That stays within you and only between you and the wonderful universe. Yes. But it's all about. You're both right, Terry Lynn and Neuro. Yes, very much. The second card that I pulled is to send a message to you to say you are stronger than you could even begin to realize. Your inner strength, especially once you've made that strong connection, that deep, unquestionable faith, just acceptance of our universe and everything that entails, which is everything, literally. You're still here in terra firma. You're still going to have some bumps and bruises along the way as you go through your days. Things will happen, but there's no safer, stronger place than within yourself. There just isn't. And you're going to have a lot of endurance. This is going to bring you a lot of endurance through 2021. All right, able to hold on, able, and find yourself picking up on things you normally wouldn't pick up on. Who's like that? I don't know, but that's what's coming through, that you're going to be picking up on things that are, you can call them signs, you can call them messages, you can call them awareness, call them whatever you feel comfortable with, but you're going to be exposed to things you haven't been exposed to before. Many different things for many different people. So, and anything is possible because it is a 7, right? 7's in a strong in tarot. They're all about having endurance, holding on when you feel in your gut. You know what? Speaking of signs, you could say you're in the middle of a situation and you want to follow through. You want to hold on. You want it to whatever. But all these signs around you are blocking, getting in the way. There's stuff getting in the way. And you're like, are they signs? Or is this something I should be just ignoring and go with what I'm feeling inside because that's what I'm feeling inside? Ignore all the outer stuff and only listen to what's internal. That's a lot of it. You will, you could be tested. Something trying to pull you away from a situation, a person, a place, is a thing. But you've got the endurance to hold on. You're holding on. You're holding on for dear life. And you know what? Even when it gets really, really rough, you know even more to hold on because you're going to survive it. You're going to land on your 2 feet and you're going to be going, wow. People around you witnessing things will go, wow. Why didn't you just let go? Why did you hold on like that? Because my intuition told me never let go, to hold on, and that's what I did. And if I couldn't hold on, then that was meant to be, and that's just the way I accept it. It's simple. Just simple. That's simple. Again, I don't know about the book. You'll be protecting your integrity. That's what you'll be protecting by holding on. You know in your gut if you can let go or not, and if it feels altogether wrong. You can say, what's going on around me is wrong. What I'm feeling inside, despite all the wrong, is telling me to still hold on and not ever let go. That's where I'm at this time. You may not understand it, but you'll understand how you feel. Don't dilly-dally by putting people off this year as well. Aries, be upfront and center and truthful at all times. You don't go tell people what they want to hear. You tell people the truth as you know it. They don't like it, they'll walk away. You don't have to go through that acid act of turning your back and moving away from. They will. They'll walk from you. You just let them go and hope that they come back, and hope they come back alive. That's what it is, Neuro. It's becoming one with the universe, very much so. Oh, oh, Kelly. Isn't that nice? My goodness. Hi, Rainbow. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I feel you getting, there's an inner strength that's growing within you, Aries. This is for most of you. It's a very quiet, understated, very subtle strength that you've never really experienced before. You're almost going to feel like getting and saying, I am the king of the mountain or the queen of the mountain. You know, some of you are going to get very excited about it because the proof is in the pudding, as they say. Okay. Don't be afraid to speak your mind, to tell your truth, to tell your belief either. You don't have to walk around people with like on eggshells kind of a thing. You're going to take the higher moral ground if you have to, and it'll be easy for you to do that. And courage and endurance is going to get you the rest of whatever it is that you're needing in that moment. Don't let anybody push you around this year, Aries. Don't. You know why you don't do that? Well, I'm just going to walk the other way to save the peace. You're not going to be able to do that every time. Not going to happen. You're going to have to face up and maybe even face off. You know what I'm saying? I got one more card here. Just bear with me. It's a lower case. Yeah. And that's where that ends right there. It's a 3 of Cups. That's the third card that I got for you. This card is all about reunions. It's the type of reunions that warm your heart, that touch your heart. It can be reunions with anybody. Anybody. They could be blood related or maybe not. It depends. But it shows a fresh start within your relationships. Like you've been holding your breath on some issues with some people. You can exhale. You can start to exhale at this point. The card itself is showing you gathering. And it could be weddings, it could be parties. Yes, it could be reunions. This could be post 19 is what it could be. To get real for a moment, to get back on Earth. Dr. Fossey, the immunologist, he said that 85%, if 85% of the world took the vaccines, that by fall of 2021, we should start seeing the freedom, seeing everything clear, everything going back to absolute normal. I want that like everybody else. I'm not giving my personal opinion. You know, oh my goodness. Uh, Spend more time through 21. Some of the last words for Aries. Spend more time with the people around you. Take time for these people. The ones that feel like home to you. Do you know what I mean? They feel familiar, like home. There's a warmth when you're with them. They make you laugh. You make them laugh. You're sharing just in the stark reality of sharing your life, your heartbeat, your joy. It's a good thing. These are going to be exceptionally beautiful moments. If you're going to a reunion, a heads up. It's usually part of this card. If you've had some debates, some falling out, some words with some relatives, extended family, friends, and it seems every gathering you get together and you dread it. You'd be like, I don't want to go because I don't want to see Auntie Em and Uncle Ed. And I don't want to have this argument again with them because we think differently. I just don't want to, you're feeling all that's going to dissipate. It's all going to be gone. It's all for the sake of togetherness. Togetherness. So that's going to lighten a lot of weight off of you. You've got some challenges, but it's mostly inner tuning with yourself. There's going to be a lot of healing because the animosity between you and other people will be it will just dissolve. It will dissipate off into the netherworld. You'll never have to see it again. Don't be afraid to make you happy this year either. It's talking about indulgences, self-indulgence. Don't be afraid to do that. It's going to feed something in you, going to satisfy something in you to bring you down so that you're in a good state of mind, you're very calm, and all these beautiful kind of things. I'm getting a sense of busy. You're going to be busy this year as well, Aries. Getting that sense very strongly. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of activity, a lot going on. Dancing to the beat of your own drum is going to be real important. You need to start to take, when you take the care, of the inner you, and you make that connection with your intuition in through the universe, it changes your priorities in everyday life. It really will. You're going to see a big change in yourself for the better, just as a human being. Just that simple. And you're going to want to embrace the glory, the light, and the love. Anywhere you see it, you'll want to embrace it. But don't sacrifice yourself for anybody else's comfort. Don't do that. Remain your own person. You're a part of the universe. What else is there to be said? But I'm seeing the growth that's going on and how important that is. But don't become so serious about it that you forget how to laugh. All right? Don't forget. Hi, Fammy Bambi. So we got Pisces next. We have Pisces next. One of my best friends is a Pisces. She's the one I was talking about earlier that doesn't live far from me. So I couldn't have done anything. I would have fallen apart if it wasn't for her. Her name is Sherry. She's dealt with a lot of pain, death, and loss in her life. She even has components of PTSD. But how does your head, I don't know how everybody's waiting for me to flip. Like I said, watching Christmas decorations going up, 9 o'clock, sitting down to watch a good Christmas movie. And a couple hours later, having to deal with a death right under my roof. It's Saturday evening. And there I am Sunday morning, 8:30 a.m. sitting in a funeral home. Boys, that wasn't part of my plans for that weekend. There's a saying, and I believe it. Saying, you want to make God laugh? You can give him one hoot and a half. Go ahead. Tell him your plans. Enough said? Enough said. You know? So, you're a Pisces moon. Are you, Mary Jane? It's a lot of very self, but it's private. Self, private, inner growth going on. You'll find a sense of peace within it as well for you guys. So you're welcome, Kelly. Next one is Pisces, but that, yeah, my friend, she's a Pisces, and she scares me at times. I go, how do you know that? How did you know that? How did you know this? How did you know that? And she blows me away. I said, no, I don't, I'm not interested in seeing dead people walking around or cutting through or taking a shortcut. Don't really want to see that. Then I believe if you don't want to, then you won't, you know. I have other things, but I'm just a human at the end of the day, you know. Your daughter's a full Pisces. I take it because you brought it up, Mary Jane, that visit today was really, really good for you. It was good for both of you. That's wonderful. I've only done one Terry Lynn. That was Aries. I'm now on Pisces. I'm getting a deja vu right now. This is weird. Yeah, I am. I'm getting a deja vu right now. Exactly in this moment. Pisces overall, the ones that I've known were very exceptionally lovely people. Really, really nice people. I say that, now somebody's probably going to come in and go, I had a Pisces wife or boyfriend or whatever. And they were, of course, there's bad apples everywhere. Of course. You know, it's just like my sign of Cancer. Represents Mother Earth as well. We have a mothering, nurturing way. But there's some out there that are self-centered, narcissistic, mean, thoughtless, you know, things like this. So, okay, Pisces. What's in store for Pisces during this human year of 1920? Yeah, 2021. 2021. What's up for Pisces? You bring forth anything they need a heads up on, any knowledge that they need that they could use. We're wide open here to you. Spirit, please bring forth for Pisces. What's their year look like? 2021. I'm going to have to end up moving this coffee table. This tablecloth. It's driving me crazy here. Maybe you come over here. Let me do it on top of you. Give us a good mix for Pisces. What's coming up this year? 2021. What is coming up this year? Oh, what's the timestamp? 105? Okay. Get out of the way. All right. This is for Pisces for 2021. Whatever they need to know about, whatever needs to be brought to their attention, bring it now, please. Okay, I'm going to cut. Oh, come on. You serious? Why? Why are we doing this tonight? We don't do this any other night. Oh my God. All right, so you're talking to me. Okay. You guys aren't going to believe this. The first card, just a little shocking. Just a little shocking to me, that's all. All right. Is this going to happen all night? We're going to start out in the same foot. Probably some different messages, but we're starting out in the same foot as we did with Aries. So, I did say 1920, Sharon. No, not yet. Oh my. Oh my goodness. This is for Pisces, or yes, no, yes. What am I on? I did that wrong. I did it in the wrong direction, but I'll stick with it because it's already dealt now. But we're doing Pisces at the moment. It should have went the other way. Sorry about that. This is for Pisces, Glenna. And it should have been Taurus next, but it wasn't. So, anyways, the High Priestess again. Again with this feeling of independence, this feeling of freedom, this feeling of self-discovery going on. Patching up old things that may have weighed you down from the past. Do you know what I'm saying? Maybe there's things that, yes, you still live every day. You go through the motions. You do what you got to do. You live with things that have happened in the past. I'm feeling like losing someone that you loved in some fashion. And some things will never get over, will never move through. Oh, yes, you will. This is going to be the year. How do I know that? Because you got the angel of the ocean. The angel of the ocean. All right. That's why these are like brand new beginnings, and it's very much connected to her as well. A lot of this is because of her, because of you. You're going to take care of some things on an emotional level. Things that, whether you want to admit it or not, have always kind of covered you, hovered over you, held you back, and held you down a little bit. And there's this feeling of guilt of letting go so that you can continue to live. It takes a lot to be that brave, to let things go. Just let things go. It was something you went through, something you lived through, something you were affected by. This is going to be the year you get rid of things like this. You're going to feel, again, with the lightness and the freedom, you're going to be feeling that. You're going to be coming more into your own world, not so much the world at large, but focusing in more on the inner you and your own world. We'll put it that way. So, that's what I was. Yeah, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to move the other way out. So, and that's not what happened. It was meant to be read right now, I guess. Again, I'm not so hot fired about the book this evening at all, but there will be a message or two in here. I know that for a fact. There will be. So it's not a waste of time in any way. There's going to be, Merrick, yes. Writing down the timestamps when this is done. I'll go in and edit and I'll add the timestamps. So, there's no guarantee I'm going to get everybody signed on tonight. I'm just winging it and going with it. If I feel burned out, tired, and sore, well, we'll stop. We'll continue on at another time. But don't let yourself be pulled in too many directions all at the same time and you getting overwhelmed. And when you're overwhelmed, it's kind of like you're running in one spot and you're not getting anywhere, yet it's taking all your energy, right? If you know what I mean, I think you know what I mean. Running in one spot, it's not like you're actively just sitting around waiting for things to happen. You're more, it's more of, I've got to take care of me first. It's not shutting people out. It's not pushing people away. Not to that extent. You have to be the one that's aware of the inner self, of the inner change, the inner growth. People may make you feel like you're in demand. And every one of them will make you feel like, oh my God, if you don't help me with this, if you don't do this for me or that for me, it's the end of my world. And everybody's giving you the same song and dance. It can't be done. You know what I mean? It can't be done. So, hi, Veronica. Welcome, welcome. Thanks, Karen. Hold on to the spiritual side of you, or you could actually physically, humanly lose your temper with other people. Try to avoid that. If you can't, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You can fix things still later, but you have to come first. You're on a self-healing is what's going on here. You're going to be healing past traumas. You're going to be balancing your mind and your body. You could also be balancing your finances as far as budgeting and financial stuff goes. Becoming more fiscal. The card also shows a lot of you are being guided through angelic guidance. They're going to guide you through any difficult times. You're not alone, put it that way. You're not alone. Reach for your patience when you need to. Grow in the essence of compassionate towards others and mostly towards yourself. If your intentions are good behind whatever you're putting out there, these are changes for you guys, you know? Make sure no matter what, if you're feeling lost and you don't know what to do, where do I turn next? What do I do? Be more compassionate with yourself than ever before. And have the faith that the universe is going to bring you through what it is you need to go through. You may have to go through the dark to walk into the light. Sometimes that's the way life is. You can't change that. All you have to do is ask for guidance, support, direction. Open up emotionally to the universe. That's what really makes things rock and roll, is your emotions. You'll be reconciling some differences. Easiest thing you need to do is to go with the flow that you feel around you. You feel the energy. Some call that magic. Then go with the flow. Let it carry you sometimes. Don't go kicking and screaming or trying to stop things. You really have to get to know your own self inward, your intuition. You really have to work at that. And I want everybody here to open up to the universe and let your emotions flow through. Open up. Like you're splitting yourself open and all your nerve endings are exposed. That hurts. Let the hurt come through. Let the pain, let the universe heal you. Ask for it. Ask for it. Financially, just keep yourself, I don't know why this word's come, but the straight and narrow. Keep yourself in the straight and narrow as far as your finances are concerned. All right? Your circle, you may feel like the people in your life they're a handful. And by the end of 21, it's going to shrink. You're going to get a whole new view of what loyalty is all about. Loyalty. So, doing something's better than doing nothing. You cannot stand back and do nothing. You have to follow through with something. Make sure your intentions are good and positive behind everything that you're doing, though. But your group of, your tribe, whatever you want to call them, that's going to shrink. But you're being left with the best of the best, is what this is all about. The best of the best. Absolutely. With the Knight of Pentacles. I love Pentacles. For the most part, I do. There could be, what can I say, not exactly calm waters through the year. But those that you will learn to trust completely, it'll be the best thing that could happen to you. Because you'll feel very safe and very protected because of what you're surrounded with. You're feeling, and you're seeing future potential here as well. For a lot of things that you want to happen in your life, you want to see which way they're going to go, and you know the possibility is there, that it's a real thing. Okay? The Knight's also suggesting that this will be the year you're going to make some serious long-term plans and decisions. This is your year for it. Looking at your long-term future, now's the right time to make the changes. And you're going to learn the lesson as well, that things aren't going to come that much with ease, without traces of hardship. But you need to keep plugging forward. You need to keep at it. Because there's no shortcuts here. You got to take the long way that's proposed, the long way that is. You have to go through it all so that you understand yourself better. That's one part of it. You take the road that's tried and true, and beaten down and well used. And there's a reason for it, because that's what works. You take the long way the hard way. You put in the elbow grease, in a manner of speaking. And you'll be grateful. Come year's end, you'll say, I worked for this. I brought this. I manifested this. I brought this into my life. And it didn't come easy. It took time. It took challenges. It took testing. But I'm here and I made it. Again, I'm hearing the word endurance here. You're going to be holding on, because that's what you're going to feel with every fiber of your being. Keep doing what you're doing the way you're doing it. Watch the changes start to float out. You'll be seeing it right in front of yourself, surprising yourself. Very positively so. You'll be smiling more because you feel more connected, more in control of your physical self. If nothing else, you will feel that. So what, I can say what I want, or I can shut my mouth. What is it I want to do? What am I being pulled to do here? To get involved, to what? You'll be doing the right things because you'll be listening to that intuition of yours. You're going to be getting things in order. You're going to start making some plans. It's going to be a lot of trust. Although on the scale, the grand scale right now that you think it is, and it isn't, you wait till you water that all off. Just wait till you water it all off. See what you're left with. You're going to be pleased. Progress. Moving forward. Being in places that you're not in right at this minute. Anybody's got plans for this year, go ahead and follow through. Listen to your intuition. Again, listen to your intuition. Very important. Very important. And the last card I pulled because it's a good one. It's a little one, but it's a good one. We got the Four of Wands, all about reward. What a way to go. What a way to end the year. What a way to discover rewards. I'm very happy to see that. Very much so. So, when you have seen the growth that you've made inside and see the difference within yourself, you can't see it in other people unless they're going through the same thing. But don't expect other people because you're doing it. It's not about them, it's about you. When you finally reach that place, that pinnacle of success, of seeing the proof and the belief of what's going on within yourself, you're changing for the better. It's time for rewards when this happens. Some of you may be looking for a new home. Some of you are looking to finally finalize something and then clean up the mess that's left behind before you can bring your head up to breathe again. But it's a good thing. It's time for rewards. Again, feeling freedom for you. I must be going to be with every deck, every reading, I should say. Again, you need to get back in touch with your inner self. You need to celebrate the joy of life itself, the joy of living, the joy of being here. When you find your own contentment within, you're going to sense the closeness of your spirit guides. Be carefree. Take those moments whenever you can get them. And you'll end up replenishing your mind, your body, your soul. And all the money in the world can't buy that. You deserve this. You deserve it. Doors closed that you didn't even know existed are going to open. That's a beautiful thing to see and feel. Believe you me. Balance and love. That freedom again and openness. Some of you could be making a house move, moving into a new home. That's new to you. This could be part of it all. Again. Wow. I don't know what's causing this though. But I'm being told, I've got a little bird in my ear, in my head telling me a lot of people are going to go through the same experiences this year. This sense of finding your inner self. Because I just heard that's the only thing you really count on, and is yourself, what's going on inside of you, what you're all about. That's the only thing where you can really lay 100% of your trust, count on, is you. The world, it'll still be an unpredictable place overall. You don't have to live like that. You'll be going for your own inner peace, wanting your own fulfillment, your own contentment, you might say, in that way. So, I'm hearing heal the world. A lot of these changes within us are very personal. The only way we can heal the world is to heal ourselves first. So, hello, Eve. Nice to see you. I'm getting ready now. I'm going to jump the Taurus. I'm going to jump the Taurus is what I'm going to do next. Keep it going in the right direction. So, Taurus the bull. It's so strange. I don't know. There's so much worldly stuff has gone on. And now these readings are pointing into not globally, publicly, it's all inward. This is for Taurus. Another lovely sign. Usually represents good, salt of the earth people, normally. The Taurians that I've known over the years anyways. I never hide the fact that I've had some good Taurian friends in my life. Never forgot them either. They're very grounded people. Taurians, hardworking people, grounded. Salt of the earth, like I said. Strong silent type a lot of the times. A lot of the times. So, I've seen Taurians lose their temper. Boy, they're hard to get back. When they get in that temper mode and they're pissed, when they're pissed or angry about something, they can be a force to be reckoned with. We'll put it that way. They really can. But they're very compassionate, very kind, understanding people. And some people take that as a sign of weakness. People on the other side of things, if you know what I mean. And that's their biggest mistake. That's their biggest mistake. There's nothing weak about a Taurian. Nothing. I mean, wow. The thing with Taurus is a lot of them have an inner fear of not being able to handle certain things if they were to come their way and that they had to deal with. And I'm here to tell you different. Taurus, the bull, they're not called that for no reason. I can tell you that. They're strong. Very strong. Amazingly strong. Unaffected? Oh, excuse me. No. They get deeply affected by a lot of things. They really do. But good people overall. I can tell you that right now. Good people overall. I'm going to cut right here. I'm going to... Come on. Can't. Cutting once. Thank you. Seriously? Do not hear that I switched signs, eh? Are you kidding me? Really? Well, we're starting this one off. Card that was in the previous. Here we go. The 4 again. This is crazy. This is crazy. Good card. There's 78. Can we use some of the rest? Please. Again, this is a card about rewards. Sometimes with Taurus, they go, oh, no, I'm fine. No, I'm fine. You deserve the rewards as well. Everybody else is getting them, why not you? Do you know what I mean? So, strong and stubborn. Wow, Kelly, isn't that something? Yeah. I tried that for a while. I did lay down for a while, and I had the little cell phone there. I watched TikTok for a couple of hours. Closed my eyes for a bit, and then I got up and said, okay, gotta get myself together. We got some readings, and I thought, oh, I'm feeling kind of physically, right? But I said, you know what? It's my world, it's my channel. I'll work as long as I feel. Once I get tired or feel a need to stop, I'll just stop. And they'll all get done eventually. So, this 4. Well, I'm kind of glad it came up again. I'm thinking, can you come up with something a little better? Really. We just played this card. But it's basically saying, Taurus, that when you've reached a point where you hit your target on something, you reached a goal, it's time for rewards when that happens. There could be holidays, there could be love, there could be trips away. That would be a good place to be, a way to start. All those things, they feature up in this happy four. It is a happy four. Some of you are going to find moments of leisure and fun again with the freedom. Maybe this is the clock kind of spinning back to 2019, but you know what? 2019, people were saying, what the F was that? You can do this with every year. Every year. I've never heard anybody say, oh, please let the new year be like the previous one. Let it be the same. Never. It's let's hope for better. Let's wish for better. Let's work toward better. We'll work toward growth and improvement. As long as it's not like last year. We do this every year. We do. Excuse me, here we go with the yawning. I hate that. I don't like it. You're going to be finding contentment with him. All right. You will be getting in touch with your inner child. You're going to discover this is the source. This is a source of changes. This is a source of something new. This is a source of certainty. Learning about the inner me. Again, you're going to be feeling closeness of spirit guides. We all have them. You're going to be feeling that. You're going to feel like, why do I feel like I'm not alone anymore? I'm not. And you aren't. You're not alone. Build on creating some happy memories for yourself. Work on inner balance, love, contentment, but openness as well. Same thing. The freedom word. Maybe there's something to this tonight for the new year. Getting a sense of freedom back. Maybe going back to what we knew was normal, what we want back as normal. We're never going to have that back. There have been so many changes, too many people affected. We can't pretend it doesn't exist or it isn't happening, because it's happened to a lot of us. You're going to be having some positive, good opportunities coming your way with this Page of Pentacles. Do you really, Jen? That's interesting. Must be good memories for you then. Maybe you can line something up that's similar, Jen. Who knows, right? It's possible. Very possible. Wow, it doesn't look like a bad year for you guys. It doesn't. Breaking some old habits of ways of being, how maybe you would normally respond to people, certain situations, that's going to change. You're going to be trying a different approach, a different release, but it's going to be something better. You will feel more comfortable with it. Dealing with people, dealing with situations in certain ways. Taurians, they're very much creatures of habit, a lot of them. Doing the same old, it's not going to fit this year. Same old won't fit. So you have to check within yourself to figure things out, to listen to yourself. And with this Page, your finances are going to improve. This Page is going to bring you hope that a wish is going to be granted. Any wishes you have, You'll discover them in 2021 of this year. Any big things that you want to have dealt with during this year, make sure you pay attention to all your paperwork, and also to be on your guard as well as other people, outside people. Have your guard up. Don't be afraid to question anything that comes across, anything. Don't let people think that because you're easygoing, you're quiet, you're nice, that you're a sucker, because you're not. Put that out there loud and clear. People don't like them, watch them run away, and that's what you want. You don't want them near you. There's a good opportunity for some of you on the horizon, but you need to play your part too on your end. You need to be diligent. You need to have your heads up, looking around, taking things in. Make sure that you do your part. Don't expect things to just be dropped 8 feet. And you see an opportunity, and if it's talking to you, you better get on board and get across real quick. Grab it, embrace it, take it, see what you can do with it. It's going to improve you or your world, your daily life. We've all got the same opportunities. We're even, we're equal. But you need to be diligent. You're a worker, Taurus. It's going to take a little bit of patience and work on waiting. Time are going to come into play here. Your finances look like they're going to improve, though. You're going to have some luck this year. You're going to have confidence, and you're going to have optimism that things are going to get better, that they will get better. So that's interesting, Jay. Very interesting. I forgot to grab the timestamp for Taurus. Can't believe I did that. Well, darn it. Darn it, darn it, darn it. Shoot. If anybody can see where that started, let me know so I can fill it in. Looks like a fairly good year for you. And look what else came up again. Don't know what to tell you. Don't know what to tell you. Endurance again. You're Taurus. Of course you've got the endurance. Of course you're going to do whatever it takes. And if it takes a lot of work, you've got no problem with that either. There's more inwardly going on with everybody than there is outwardly. Maybe this is how we'll all handle things. Keeping it within ourselves. Dealing with things inwardly. What else am I seeing for Taurus? Be kind to yourself. Become your own BFF. For some Taurians that are having a hard time on the trust issue end of things, you'll have a more positive outlook when it comes to other people. You will. Doesn't mean you're going to trust every Tom, Dick, and Harry that strolls by your way in your direction, but you'll learn to you'll learn to trust. If trust is broken, it's not something you're going to take into your hands to fix. You'll learn to quietly walk away. Quietly. You're going to be very straightforward, very direct, and very honest with people. So that's the only way to be. You're not going to worry about offending people, saying the wrong things. Not at all. You're going to be real. Everything is going to become real for you. So 138. Yeah, at 138, I was still yakking away. It's been longer than that because I've only got 141 here now. I think I've been talking a little longer than 2 or 3 minutes, I think. But Taurians, they're their own people. They've got a lot of pride. The ones that I knew, very, very proud, insist on doing things on their own, insisting that they don't need anybody's help. This kind of a thing. They're the ones that I've known. I love Taurians. I love their personalities. I love what pushes and drives them, and they're thinkers. The Taurians I've known, it's like, I gotta think this over. I'll get back to you. I'll let you know. Let me think this over. They're very careful about their movements. Very careful. And they get so serious, and you say to yourself, geez, that's way too serious. But you know what? Once they get through something and past something and have dealt with something, whether it works in their favor or not, they get their sense of humor about it. There's a nice thing about that. So, anyways, it doesn't look like a bad year for you. It looks fairly stable. It really does. It looks very, very stable. And Taurus is not the type to grab a shovel and then fall asleep on top of the shovel. They got a shovel in their hand. Damn it, you better move out of their way because they're going to be swinging it. They'll be using it. They'll be breaking ground. They'll be digging. They'll do whatever it takes. There you go, Terry Lynn. You see what I mean? They are. If you're in a 5 with a Taurian, there's nobody that'll treat you better. They're incredible people. Beautiful, beautiful personalities. Incredible. And yes, they really do have that strong, stubborn side to them. They really do. They like being in control of anything that involves them. I need more control here than this. No, nobody's making decisions for me. Nobody's doing my dirty work either. I'll do it myself. This is my dirty work. This is my hardship. That's the way Taurians are. You're going to continue to be that way. But there's some really nice things, and I'm glad there's some nice things coming your way for 2021. Taurus, money-wise, security-wise, family-wise. It's all looking really, really good for you guys. Seriously. Will you be immune to what's going on in the world? Absolutely not. Nobody will be immune to it. But you're going to work at keeping it at bay. You'll drive yourself completely insane and become completely irrational if you live by the code of life in 2021. It's going to be erratic. It's going to be high-strung situations, beliefs, this kind of a thing. We have to be able to trust ourselves. That's where the biggest trust factor is as well. This is for Gemini I'm dealing for here now. Gemini. This one should be interesting. Don't give me the same cards again. There's 78 here, for crying out loud. Don't give me the same cards again. I really don't want to see the replays, the repeats. Bring me something good, new, interesting. This is for Gemini. I will even go as far as separating. I don't put my cards right back on top of the deck. I separate them now to avoid getting repetitive cards, but it's not working. It's certainly not working. Yes, determined to get through things, to get things done, to tackle things, whatever. And stubborn is usually takes 2 people to notice the stubbornness. The one being stubborn The other being the one that notices. Why are you being so stubborn? You know? It's okay, Taurus, if you have to put your guard down with other people and let them take over too. Let me see what's up for Gemini. Gemini. I think of Geminis, I think intellect. Some of the Geminis I've known, you could say they were intellects. Some were nerdy. The way they were. It's the way they, you know, they're not bad things, I'm just saying. You want to talk stubborn? Geminis can be stubborn. Very stubborn. Don't tell them what they already know about. I wasn't born under a rock, you know. They're very proud of their intelligence, those that it applies to. Some of them, they're never wrong. So they feel. Never wrong. Oh, that's funny, Veronica. Dingy, eh? Okay, let me see here. Oh, again. Giving them a real good mix. Because we're working on that. We're working on it. We're working on it. I'm going to dare cut the deck right here then. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Are you freaking... Oh, come on. Really? Ah. Oh. Okay. Oh my. Well, aren't you one of the lucky ones? You're one of the lucky ones. The very first card I pulled for you is a beauty, Gemini. And timestamp again, please. I'd say 146 for Gemini. 146. There we go. All right. So here we go. What you guys got was card number 3, Major Arcana, the Queen of the Ocean. And the prompt on hers, it's a heck of a good one. Let me tell you, really, really good. She represents, in many different ways, the energy of abundance. This is for you, Gemini. How beautiful. Truly. Abundance and wealth, health, love, friends, family. She is the mother card of tarot. When she comes into a reading, she represents the happiness and the abundance that's swirling around you. She's a predictor of contentment, also a loving partner, family and comfort. She's here to reassure you that your needs are going to be taken care of. And if any of you have suffered any financial setbacks recently, your money's going to flow again. Old feuds and disagreements and debates are going to be forgotten about. Harmony is going to rule in your home. Another meaning of this card, and this is what I like, is spiritual growth, emotional stability, and creativity. As a person, she's usually the female partner or a mother figure to some. It's time to grow. It's time to evolve. And there's nothing chaining you down during 21. There's nothing holding you back from evolving and growing. Again, there's the freedom. The freedom. The chains are broken. This is a beautiful thing. you can enjoy and you can invest your time into relationships, into your home, your own spiritual practice, new creative projects as well, which is good. Bursts of color in your life is a beautiful thing. She's all about growth, growing, nurturing your home life, your love, your comfort, your generosity is all showing for 2021. So, Aries, yes, Jax. Aries is done, was done first, but you got to wait until this stream's done before you can access it. At least I think that's how it works. Look at, I'm telling you, Gemini, I'm surprised. I'm surprised. So much more bursts and bubbles of color coming into your daily life. Everything's going to take a fresh look. It's going to appear to be fresh to you. Trying things you've never done before. Being open to things that are different. Hi, Jerry. Wow. This card alone would be enough to carry you through the year. I kid you not here. She's incredible. I'm so happy to see her. And you'll never guess who showed up behind her. She's going to be a fixture here, I guess. Might as well throw her to the side and just add her in on every reading because she's been here in every reading so far. In every one of them. Again, I hate to repeat, but it's a good repetitive word. Freedom. Oh my goodness. I'm almost feeling like you have a lot of good things all saved up in your spiritual credit, we'll call it, that you've never tapped into before, that have been sitting there waiting for you for a long time. You're going to be able to tap into it. And it's going to be fun, enlightening, and exciting for you. You're going to be coming, like I say, the Geminis I've known for the most part were intellectual nerds. It's going to make you more human-like. That's probably the wrong way to put it. But more into a way enlightening up the cut and dry of life. It's black or it's white. You're going to be able to see colors. And I mean that in the way some things in you, I don't mean literal colors. What I mean is colorful energy. Everything feels warm and loving and happy and exciting. You're going to allow some of that into your life. Again, concentrating more on the inner you, what you're about, your life, not so much of the world at large. If we all concentrated on us, a lot of the world would be at peace. We really don't, tapped into. Again, intuition, very big part of it, letting it lead you, you know. It's crazy, isn't it, Tierlin? It's crazy. This doesn't mean you're going to be a pushover. That you'll have bullies kicking sand in your face or any of that stuff because you're an intellectual, you're bookish, you're black and white, pretty tired, pretty tough. I can call them as I see them. It's black or it's white. You're going to learn. No. It's not that there's a gray area in between. It's not that. That there's color, vibrant, beautiful color in life. You're going to lean more towards that. You're going to be pulling more of that into your life. You're going to find that you like that. All right. You could become defensive very easily. Anybody could. When you're making changes within yourself, easily. Very easily. I don't put too much weight on that Nine of Wands. It is what it is. Nines are all about intensity within the tarot community when it wants to get a point across. I'm not really feeling the heavy weight of this. I'm not feeling it. I'm really not feeling the weight of it. Card shows you being very protective over your job or your property, or even defending actions, your own actions. You don't need to justify it to anybody, anything that you're doing or anything that you've done. You just keep doing what you're doing. Don't be the reason or the abductor of your freedom. Don't you be the abductor of your own freedom, if you know what I mean. Don't get in your own way. Don't deny yourself things like this. You become your own worst enemy. Do you want to remain open to everything? It's all going to feel new to you. A lot of it is going to feel very, very, very new to you. So that's very true, Veronica, and that's not going to happen. That's why you're getting to know the inner you. Never mind what's going out in the world. Like I say, you'll drive yourself crazy. Just keep on top of things you need to keep on top of, and don't be reading the speculative news along with the factual news. And the speculative news is always out there because there's always somebody in disagreement. Protect what is yours. By all means, protect what is yours, but you need to free up your thinking. And you need to create some mental space intellectually for the future. Where is it you want to go? Find out what it is that you want. Write it down, analyze it, look it over, test it, whatever you need to do. But there's more out there for you than's going on right now with you. All kinds of stuff out there that you've yet to embrace, invite, experience. That's going to change. You're going to be very determined through the year. You will face any challenges that come your way. Sacrifices have to be made. It depends, but you'll be able to do it if it's called for. Hard work in front of you, yes, but the kind of hard work where you feel proud of the hard work that you're doing, that kind of a thing. Don't become rigid and don't become fearful, is what you don't. A way to avoid that, you keep your eyes wide open and your feet on the ground. And here's the card that brings that up, all right? La Lune. Not everything is as it appears to be. Not everything is exactly how it looks. It's a good card for that. Because in reality, it's a beautiful full moon. The aurora borealis behind, a smattering of stars up there. And they're taking it in and they're questioning. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. In reality, that full moon would wash that sky right out. You'd only see a pinprick of the brightest stars. You probably wouldn't see the aurora borealis. It would wash it out. I've seen it happen, actually. A couple times I've seen the northern lights, and there's supposed to be times they're supposed to be like they'd be right there, but the full moon washes the sky out. Fills it with beautiful light, but it's not always the way things appear. You have to be careful. You've got to keep your feet on the ground. Gemini, you've got to keep yourself in reality. That shouldn't be a problem for you because you're a very realistic type person. Like I say, the black and the white. But there's a lot of color in between. I'm feeling for a lot of Geminis, it's going to open up almost like a whole new world to them. And they'll realize what I've been missing. I've been missing something here. The discovery of it, though, is going to be like angels singing. Do you know what I'm saying? One of those moments for some. Bear with me. I bring it up here. We'll see if I can get anything else from it. Let us see. One of my artistically, one of my favorite cards because of the colors. I love the colors. It's beautiful. First thing with this card that comes through off of this card is that the moon's actually watching you and questioning what you see. Can you see beyond illusion? when doubt and confusion threaten to overwhelm you. The moon is looking to see what's got your darn attention. It's watching you. It's going, why are they drawn into that? Why are they only paying attention to that? What is that that's going on? Here's the problem with this beautiful card and nights like this. Usually references a relationship, and that relationship may seem appealing under the romantic moon. But is it going to stand the test of time? Some of you may go through relationship changes and issues. And your intuition, we're back to that again, it might be telling you and niggling you that everything isn't as it appears to be. The card could bring you and acknowledge that there's some hidden fears. There's some old memories that could surface while you work through an emotional block. Be kind to yourself. Now that you're ready to take on these emotional blocks, be gentle with yourself, be kind with yourself. Figure out the best way forward. But your intuition, that's what's going to hold the answers for you. You need to pay attention to the messages through feelings and through dreams. Rather than, like Gemini is so good at, don't rely on a logical approach to a problem. This is probably not going to work. Gemini, being intellectual, is very logical as well. That's what can happen. Your keywords, what's going on in your subconscious mind? What is going on? You need to investigate that. I'm hearing like your automatic reaction and responses to things. There's something for you to look at there as well. How you have an automatic go-to, automatic response. You may have to do some changes there. The way you look at things, changing your perspective, not so quick to jump and to quit. You have really got to think about some things. You got to really put your head into it. This stuff is so deep, it's almost untouchable. Think about your approach to different problems, how you approach things. Check that out. Now, the keywords, as I said, the unconscious, the self-doubt, a little timid about making changes and making those decisions, but dealing with dilemmas, dealing with sadness from the past and fears could overtake you, or that you may have to ever deal with something like that again. You'll get through those moments of uncertainty. All right. 21 is going to be full of lessons, but also full of direction from spirit. You'll feel at times like you're being led. It will become very real to you. Why? Because of the final card I pulled for you guys. This. And you're very lucky. Very lucky. You got the ultimate. One of the best cards. The best indicator. You got hope. Feeling the hope rebuild in you. Feeling that connection. You only get that sense of strong hope with feelings of joy and feelings of glee when you're connected strongly to the universe. This is a gorgeous card. The year's not going to be so bad on you personally. You've got that to law. I'm telling you right now, she's one of the best of the best of the best of the best of cards. I love her very much. Bear with me a moment. There she is, right there. This card is going to acknowledge that you've worked very hard. For some of you, it's been heartache. For some, it's been conflict. And there have been lessons. And you've learned from these lessons, or you will be learning from these lessons. What from? Experiencing the reality of difficult energies, difficult experiences. But when this card shows up after what you're going to go through this year, you're going to be left feeling hope once again. And the more trust that you place in the universe to protect you, the more the star will guide you toward happier times, just based on your emotional release and relief and connection through the universe. This card can reveal, and that's exactly what's personal growth is what it is. And it's when you allow yourself to heal from past issues, you can be free from old patterns of relating to others, relating to life. You'll be feeling more whole and more fulfilled in your future. The star is also a card of creativity, and it offers you great reassurance that you're on the right path. You are on the right path. You are on the right path. If you've been conflicted, if you have been suffering, or you've been doubting your own ability, well, stop right there, because the star coming up in your reading is a sure sign that everything's going to be just fine. It's going to work in your favor, give you what you want. The advice, all you got to do is follow your heart, move forward, respect your intuition, respect your inner knowing. Trust that the universe is going to bring you whatever it is you require. Dreams will be important. Your intuition right at the very top of importance. Yes, you'll be going through some healing. It usually stings when you start to heal. Be expecting that, but it's short-lived. All right? You're on the right path. It's a spiritual one. Rebirth and wishes are also part of this card as well. It doesn't look like a bad time or a bad year for you at all. It could sting from time to time. The path you're on get a little bumpy from time to time, but just remember, hey, I'm still human and I'm still here on Earth. I expect these things to happen. And if they don't, then all the better. Hello, positive energy. Welcome, 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 welcome. So, we have Cancer next. I didn't think I was going to get that far. We've got Cancer. And the time is 2:09. Timestamp 2:09. There we go. All right. We're doing Cancer right now. For anybody wondering, that's what's coming up here next. And I'm a little nervous. Don't you wonder why? I'm a little nervous. My sun sign. Beautiful. Give them a good shuffle. Oh, yeah. The before cuts when I do cut. So that's what I'm hearing right off. Give them some good cuts. We shall do that. Yes, we shall. You're welcome. Stand up, Ann. Oh, that's nice, Veronica. Sun and rising. Interesting, Sharon. Good night, Karen. Thank you for the beautiful likes and thumbs up as well, everybody. That's much appreciated. Thank you so much for that. I like to see that. Let's see now. This is for Cancer. This is a peek into the year ahead of us, 2021, which began today. It was today, right? We're the 1st? Yeah, for today. January the 1st. What's the year going to basically bring us? 2021, this brand new year. Boys, hard time with the shuffling. Gotta go again before I cut them. Cancer, what's going on for this year of 2021? What can they expect? Sake, stop that. I'm going to give them a good cut. Okay, Cancer. All right. We're talking about this earlier to somebody. We got the 9 of Pentacles. Gratitude is the very first card. I'm liking the sound of that. I really am. I'm liking the sound of it a lot. Oh, come on. Oh. Some challenges ahead, Cancer. As I said to somebody earlier, I said when something negative happens in my life, when something bad happens in my life, especially if it's something against me, that's trying to harm me, trying to hurt me, I put up gratitude every day for where I am, for where I live, for what I have. And when I go through a hard time, there's maybe somebody trying to take me on or trying to attack me or arguing with me or fighting with me. After the fact, before anything's happened, I could be crying, I could be angry, I could be resentful, I could be feeling pain, I could be feeling all kinds of things, but I stop and I say, this is what's going on. And I talk to the universe. And it sounds really, really bad. I say thank you. Thank you for this challenge. Thank you for the heart pain. Thank you. Because I know that I have to go through this. There are great, valuable lessons that will come to me through this, and I know this. It's all a part of my story. It's a part of the trail that I'm on. That we have to be grateful. We have to express that. It's an acknowledgement. For me, an acknowledgement in the most humble way to the universe. It's just one of those things. We start out with the card of gratitude, which is a daily part of my life, so I'm not surprised to see it here. I'm really not. That's what we have to do, Terry. That's true. That's what we have to do, Terry. 9s are about intensity, usually whoa, over the top. That's intense, kind of a thing. It's my way of embracing my own universe, my own world, my own life, to put up gratitude. Whether it's needed or not, I put it up anyway. But this is a card that's saying, be kind to yourself, Cancer. All right? Love your environment, love your home, and indulge in these things that you love. Put some investment into you, into yourself. Treat yourself good. Spend time on yourself. Whatever other people may see as self-centered, selfish, blah, 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 those kinds of things, but you know different. You know different. Your heart is full of gratitude, you know? There could come a time during this year where you're going to be feeling both rich in time and in money. You know what? Both are in big demand, and there is a very small, short supply of both time and money. I will be very honest here. I learned a long time ago to indulge in my own time for my own self, meaning if 6 people need to talk to me right now, it isn't going to happen if I'm not in that mind space. And I say, I'm sorry, I can't do that right now. So be it. Of course, if life or death is involved, that's a whole different issue. It's a whole different energy. It's a whole different thing altogether. But when I'm burned out and when I'm tired and I'm dragging my ass around, it happens a lot because tarot reading takes so much energy. It becomes physical. It truly does. Where was I the other night? I was reading here and I shut everything. I never do this. I usually wind down a bit, watch a bit of something online, whatever. And I didn't. I shut the computer off. I shut everything down. Lights, all of it. Headed to my bed, hit my bed, and went into blissful sleep. I was so, so tired. Could have been people wanting to talk to me or discuss something with me or whatever. I had nothing left. Nothing. So it happens. And I try to really, really, really hard. I try to not let myself get to that exhaustion, mental, physical, emotional exhaustion. And I'm sidewinding, going down a little hallway into my bedroom like I'm drinking. I'm not drinking. I don't drink. I think about drinking nice beer. It's neither here nor there. When I fall hard. I make sure my fur baby's with me. The lights go out. Heating pad goes on. And I lay there and I put up thanks every night before falling asleep. Just the way I start my day, I end my day consciously. Thank you for this day. Thank you for me being here. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful for where I am in this moment, feeling safe, secure, feeling untouchable by the outside world. That brings me joy. It really does. We got the Nine of Pentacles, and it's a wonderful card. It really is, Cancer. The advice of the card is saying, if you can, whenever you can through the year, devote a bit more time to yourself, to your money, to your interests, to your home. You can become the very center of your own world. You are going to be feeling a lot of appreciation in life this year. That is a fantastic predicament. That prediction there. Your keywords: luxury and leisure, relaxation, home, abundance, independence, and generosity. And I love every one of those words. I accept any of those words into my life. Things look really good. Here's a reality for Cancers, is that they find themselves on the defense end of things a lot of the times against other people, this kind of a thing. All right. So, and it's another 9. This one's on the defensive end of things. It's the way she goes. You got to accept the reality of what's going on around you, no matter what it is. to get through it, to handle it. One thing about Cancers, they're sweet, they're nice, they're giving, they're generous, they're compassionate, they're considerate. Don't piss them off. That's what I say. Life is so short now that I don't waste time on situations or people that are putting me on the defense or trying to put me on the defense. I don't have time for that at all. I will not go on the defense anymore. It's one thing I won't do for who I am and what I do and what I believe in, if you know what I mean. If people don't like it, you don't have to like it. You don't have to be here in my face. Get away from me. Nothing's going to change. This is my life. This is what I breathe. This is what I do. This is what I believe. And I feel it inside of me. There's no way I'm going to change in any situation or for anybody individually. Not going to happen, you know. Just to make someone happy, to have them stop arguing with, no, it's not going to happen. And generically, the first line, this 9 sees you exerting yourself to the full, protecting your job, your property, or otherwise defending your actions. Somebody trying to make you feel like you need to justify things that you've done or things that you've said or been part of. You don't need to do that. And if you do that, it'll turn into a constant vigilance. Or are you, Cancer? The advice of this card, I don't like spending time on these cards. Not these ones. You just, now listen to Cancer, you can do this because you can do this. You need to protect what is yours. By all means, protect what you feel is yours, what you feel you hold close. But remember to leave some space up here so that you're creating some space to plan for your future. Make plans for all the tomorrows yet to come. It shows you plan on living for a while yet. I do. Keywords, you need to be determined and you need to face challenges. Sacrifices are nothing new for Cancer. They make a lot of sacrifices. They're hard workers. But they need to get past, there's a few. The rigidity, holding on to the way it's always been, it's the way I am, it's the way I'm not. Don't hold so tight out of fear. Don't let fear be the thing that's ruling in your life. You don't want that, Cancer. You don't want fear to be ruling your life in any way, shape, or form. You may find yourself fighting against that too. Go ahead and have a good one. You can have a good one. I don't know who this is for, but we've got one of the saddest cards in tarot, the Three of Swords, the heartbreak card of tarot. Could this be something from your past? Yes, it could. Was Princess Diana Cancer as well, Jay? That's interesting. I think I knew that, but forgot that. The only thing about this card is to say is that we're to be thankful this is a minor arcana card. And it usually signifies a transient event, something you're going to walk through, you'll go through your process, and you will heal from. You are going to heal from the heartbreak. A lot of times it reveals relationships, breakups, affairs, and heartfelt disappointment. The positive side of this card is that at least you'll know where you stand. You are going to be facing the truth. The 3 can also signify symptoms of stress such as anxiety and fear. The advice of the card: allow yourself to feel the pain, Cancer. See the truth of the matter, because this situation, whatever it's going to be, it's happened for a reason. And we're looking at destiny. Keywords are heartbreak, sorrow, feeling betrayed, feeling a sense of loss, could relate to affairs of the heart, breakup, and tears. It's not for everybody. Thank heavens, this is a general, very general reading. Very, very general. What I'm getting strongly off this card is the whole fact that you are going to heal from it. Whatever this may be, it's a card of healing, no matter how much it hurts. There's a card of healing. And this is like getting an ace. It'll be a fresh start. Once you learn how to deal with things and handle things, again, learning about the inner you. That's a big part of this as well. Potential for things to get better are very good. You've got the 7 of Pentacles. The potential is there for new, for restarting, for gathering. There's a lot to be gained when this card shows up in your reading. Your dedication to whatever, wherever you laid your dedication and your trust and your loyalty, is going to start paying off for you big time. Big time. You're going to start getting the glimpse of the rewards that you seek. Not so much in the word of rewards, not so much in that term, but more of, yeah, that's the way that's supposed to work. That's the way it's supposed to be. You're getting teasing little glimpses that you are what? You're on the right trail. A lot of potential on that trail for you, all for the better. You may not be seeing riches or acknowledgments right now. Right now, you're just getting by, Cancer. But the potential for success is very strong here. You're going to put in more work if it's called for, more sacrifice if it's called for, more time, more attention, heading the details. But I'll tell you right now, Cancer, everything you put in is going to be worthwhile. It's all going to be worthwhile. We'll have to remember that. No matter how challenged we become, it's going to be worthwhile. And I'm that way. I'll put in every damn last drop of sweat, blood, and tears to get done what I need to get done. You'll know when to pull back when you need to, then do that. But you never abandon the things that matter to you, that you need to work on, that you need to improve. You need to stretch out. You need to spread just to make things better. Or day-to-day life overall. You'll do whatever it takes. Cancers are like that. They'll work their fingers through the bones. What do you get? Bony fingers. But it's okay, because you'll heal from that as well. We have a strong feelings and acknowledgement of trust and faith in our universe. But we're a big part of the movement. We have to do that ourselves. It may feel a lonely thing at times, but it's okay, because you're seeing the bigger picture. You keep seeing the bigger picture. That's what your goal is, whatever your bigger picture is. You never give up, never get weak, never say, oh, I can't do this. When you're meant to stop, you'll be stopped. Don't worry about that. Don't doubt your own abilities or even the path that you've chosen. You keep going. Why? Because you are on the track of success, no matter how difficult it seems, how insurmountable it feels. You'll know when it's time to throw in the towel, when it's time to keep going. Money and perseverance, dedication, work, investment, time, and success are the beautiful results of this card and what it can mean for you. More hard work for you, Cancer, but it's going to be okay. It really is. Last card I pulled for you was the numberless card, the Fool, and new beginnings. That's what this card represents. And I am feeling as well There may not be a multitude of changes for you, Cancer, during 21. But the ones that are, the ones that actually, they formulate and they manifest, the ones that do, few and far between, are going to have a huge impact. Big life changes. Big life changes for the better. More joy, more happiness, more contentment, more settled, more secure in a lot of ways are going to happen for you, Cancer. You won't be lacking in the love department either. You're going to feel the love of others and feel it very strongly and feel the truth of that love, that loyalty, that devotion. It's a beautiful thing. It makes me feel better. As far as this card goes, it's here to tell you that you are on the brink of a new path in life. Right on the brink of it now already. A wonderful opportunity is awaiting for you, Cancer. Now's the time for you to begin following your destiny. This could be in work, job, career, could be a relationship. Before you follow your heart's desire, you need to pay attention to two things, two of them. The first one, you need to get practical and real. Don't sugarcoat anything. Don't color something up. Look at the reality of a situation, then get into practical mode. Check that your dream is tangible and realistic. And listen to your intuition, which, much like the dolphin here, will safely guide you forward. Keep the focus on your goals rather than be distracted by other people's opinions and their needs. Don't allow that to happen. All right? This is your time now, during 21, to reinvent yourself. There's a bright future ahead in an exciting new territory. The Fool can also show a physical journey over land or sea. Not for me. I'm not a good traveler. Oh, my head travels all over the world. Wouldn't it be nice to be there? Wouldn't it be nice? I couldn't even go to Grand Banana Island. Some of you will know where that's at. And it was a trip from hell. Physically, I was in so much pain. I had tears in my eyes. I had tears, and it was like, get me home, get me home. And it's a long ferry ride. Please get me home. I want to go home. It was on my birthday when I turned 60. It was a trip that was not. Once we hit back on this side of the province, everything just went. I felt wonderful. Once I knew I was back, and my friend and I, we went across the cove over there, and we watched what part we could see of the sunset, and the water was in and high and smooth like a mirror. And we both sat there with our outside lawn chairs and a coffee, and we just sat there quietly and took it all in. We got some of that on video. And you could see the fatigue on my face in the video, how tired I was. And so when we got back home, it was just so much better. Not all things turn out the way it's supposed to be. A good day, best day all year. My friend was going to make it that way, and she made some mistakes on the travel part of things. That's when the fun started. But I'm not one to travel too far, believe you me, over land or sea. It's hard on me, very hard on me. And I'm never more comfortable than I am in my own home. I'm very comfortable in my own home. I could be in someone else's house. It could be my best buddy's house. And there's still a certain part of me that holds back. It's not my home. So there is, as kind as they can be about treat it like your own home. I'm never going to do that. There's just this line that I won't cross to other people. When people come into my home, I get offended if they don't use it as their own home. So, kind of crazy, but let your intuition guide you. Keep focused on your goals. Don't get distracted by other people. This is your time. Now's the time. So there's a bright future ahead and an exciting new territory. The advice with this card is really good. Again, we're going into your intuition. When you come across something, when you're looking for something and you think you found it, all you've got to do is look before you dive into it. Consult with your intuition, with your gut. Does this look like a good thing or should I run the other way? Once you feel that this is good, it's okay, you're safe, then you go ahead, you dive right in. But not until you feel it. You'll feel it and that knowing settles inside, then you know it's okay. Keywords are risk and innocence, departures, a new pathway, discoveries, journeys, and for some of you, you'll be starting over. That was your reading for Cancer. So, we all need that, Terry Lynn, me too. There are certain issues and things that I could do without, that I wouldn't miss, that could move out of my life. Yeah, friggin' who? Who are you or what are you barking at, my darling? What are you doing, Bear? He's in a silly mood or something. Are you in a silly mood? Are you in a silly... Well, we take a break for just a moment because we'll have Leo next. That's going to leave. Six more to go. Well, I was going to let him up for a moment. It's a fairly good reading, Shania Crab. Yes. Yes. There's some good stuff in there. I'm certainly not going to turn my back on it, that's for sure. I'll embrace the good as it comes in, especially things that I've had to work hard for, wait a long time for, pay my dues on, you know. Things that'll maybe make my life a little bit easier, a little easy going. I don't want or need a big life. My life is very small, very subtle. I'm not particularly, I never was a very materialistic person. My mother was. Oh my God. I've got friends that are that way. Materialistic, hell yeah. They all want that mansion on the hill. Not me. I don't. I've got what I want. I want to remain containing what I've got. Yes, there are things I need, absolutely. But there are things that I go through every day that I take one day at a time. Okay, I don't have it today, maybe tomorrow. I don't have it today, maybe tomorrow. I don't let that hold me back, stop me from living. If you know what I mean. I know the difference between needs and wants as if I wrote that myself, I swear. I know what I want to make me happy. I know what I think I need. I don't like to get into manifesting too deeply with certain things. Like me having a vehicle, yes, it's a need. It's not really a want, it's a basic need. If I tried really hard and worked at this, I could probably manifest one. But I want destiny, the universe, whatever you want to call it, I want it to bring it in. And I'll know when that happens, that that's what's going on. Because if I manifest it, it's manifesting, it just seems wrong somehow. Maybe I'm not meant to have wheels at this time. I keep thinking about that. Maybe it's not meant to be at this time. There's something else holding it back, and it's for a reason, not a bad reason. But it's better if it's held back for a time yet, you might say. This kind of a thing. So it is, Mary Jane. Puff, puff. I've never had big, big dreams. Bear, bear. Don't get into stuff just because I'm busy and you think I'm not watching you. I'm watching you, my dear. Come here, sweetheart. What are you doing? He's playing by himself. I'm not sure what he's doing. What are you doing, baby? He's quite happy. He's content. Normally, he's asleep. So maybe he'll settle down when I climb into bed tonight. Well, maybe he'll settle down. He didn't want to do that last night. And the other night, he didn't either. He was like, Yahoo, I got you to myself. Let's play. His game of playing is chewing on me. So he makes the weirdest sounds when he hasn't had my attention all day. He just goes crazy. I love him. He's my whole life. Aren't you, sweetheart? He's my everything. He really is. So yes, I'm going to do Leo next. You know, they're creature comforts, little things like smoking. If I stop smoking, it'll be because it's something I want to do. I have had moments in the last couple of weeks where I've gotten mad that I depend on something like this. It kind of has me in its grip, and it has for many, 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 many years. But I need something to replace it, and I don't know what to do to replace what they do for me. The calming down, it does. They're very, very calming to me. And I feel resentful if I can't have them, you know? So I thought that was going to happen today. But I didn't give up. I kept plugging forward. Eventually got somebody to do what I needed to get done. Very, very happy about it too. And I was glad about that. So it came through, you might say. My coffee, these are things, my coffee, my tea, my cigarettes, these are things that are creature comforts the human side of me desires. And I like that, and it's not asking a lot, you know. I know I've got friends, they spend a small fortune on themselves, rewarding themselves, paying themselves, being kind to themselves, and that's all great. They're in a position to do that. I know some wealthy people, but I don't turn to them for my comfort. Not at all. So, THC wax, do you think? Oh my goodness. But I love nothing more like being out on my deck or taking a walk to the beach with Bear, and it being a rather comfortable day, and the wind's not too bad on the beach. We have days when there's no wind. And sitting on my log, watching the tide roll in or out, having my tea, smoking. I could sit there for 3-4 hours, and I've done it many times and not have any. I felt like an hour went by. I come home and look at the clock and go, oh my God, I was down there that long. It does something for me. It does something for anybody. So, you know, good for you, Char. Anyways, I'll get up. The next reading is for Leo. I don't know how much more I got left in, at the end of Leo, that could be it for tonight. I don't know. But this is for Leo for the year 2021. Ooh, I just got a little butterfly in my stomach. What was that all about? There's something here is going to hit home with somebody. That's why I'm feeling it. We're coming up to 3 hours now. 2 hours, 45 minutes here. Yes. Leo starts. Where's my pen? It was right there. It is. What do we got? I got 2:45. This is for Leo. Yeah, this is number 6. So we'll have to do this again tomorrow night. It'll take another 3 hours to finish them off. So make sure and list in the heading which signs that we covered, if I'm able to go in and edit that. See, I'm using a whole different streaming format here. I'm not sure how many changes or edits I can do, but we're going to find out. If not, I'll place it underneath the under the video, I hope. that I'm going to be able to do that. So, no, we're going to do Leo right now because that's what's been called. So we're going to have to do Leo right now. I'm thinking this is going to be because the 3-hour mark it's not healthy, especially for someone like me, to be sitting on my ass for 3 straight hours without getting up and moving around, this kind of thing. So that's basically part of it. And emotionally, mentally, and intuitively, all of that stuff. I don't like to force anything. So if I'm feeling the fatigue, it's for a reason. This is going to be the last one for tonight. Will be Leo, the lion. A wimmowa, a wimmowa, a wimmowa. Yes, and life is a jungle. A mighty jungle. It sure is. And it's been a crazy, uncontrolled jungle for 2020. Truly. You know? Wow. Hello, baby. How are you doing, my baby? How are you doing? You can come up and sit behind me, and then you can come up in front of me. But to start, just give me a minute, and I'll push the chair back. But yeah. He's lots of room behind me on the chair. I don't have a big butt. I wish I did. But I don't take up much room that way. The rest of me takes all the room. Hold on. Mommy's got to move slow. I've been sitting a bit too long. Come on up. Hurry up. Oh, shit. Come on up, baby. Hurry up if you're coming up. Come on. Come on. That's a good boy. Okay, you stay back there. Stay back from Mommy. Don't make me move too fast. Turmeric's my painkiller for that stupid leg, and I didn't even think of it today. Okay. Another run through. Then we're going to cut. This is for Leo. What's going on for 2020 for them? Give me a little bit of a heads up and some insight. I'm going to cut 4 times again. 2, 3, 4. One more cut. Interesting. That's a good thing, I think. Really. And that's where we're going to stop right there. Okay, very first card I pulled for you, and don't shiver when you see it. It's not meant to be. This is a good ending. This is a good ending. Wow, that's amazing, Eve. That is amazing. I'm happy for you. Very, very happy for you. That is amazing. I tell ya, I'm impressed. Good for you. Really good for you. So we got the 10 of Swords here. The 10 is the final card of the Sword suit. As the book usually says, it is the summing up, the totaling of things. And it's time to release some things, bring some things to an end. They've had their use and their value. They've served their purpose. And now it's time to put some things down and put things to bed, basically. It's not a bad thing here, okay? For some, maybe. But I'm getting, these are good endings. These are good conclusions. A lot of times with this card, it usually involves some degree of drama. For some, that can come as a shock or even a sense of relief. And this is going to be a sense of relief for a lot of you. You're going to be seeing your situation. It could be a relationship, but you're going to be seeing the truth of something here for what it was, what it is, that you're seeing the truth that it cannot develop and it cannot grow. However unwanted this card may be when it arrives in a reading, it does tell you the truth, and it makes it real clear and apparent on what needs to end, what needs to be completed, what needs to be released. This is all for the better for you. The advice, all you got to do is walk away and let it go. Whatever it is for you, walk away, let it go. Become more in your present. Just don't dwell on the past. What I mean by dwell, it's don't get stuck there, don't live there, don't stay there. You can go back in your memories, think of the past, there's nothing wrong with that. You're not to get stuck there. You went through all that you went through, you should be doing cartwheels. That something is ended and it's over and you're moving past it and it's not moving with you. It's staying back there. You should be so happy you're doing cartwheels. That's the bottom line with this card. Keywords here: completion, release, and drama for some, transformation, truth, and for some, shock. It's an awakening for some of you. Well, this isn't going to always be this way. I thought this was like in a relationship, I thought we're going to be together forever. What happened? You're going to be seeing the truth of a situation. It's best if it happens now than not later, so you're not wasting any more of your life, any more of your time. But you stayed where you stayed for a reason. There was a reason for it. Don't beat yourself up for that. Don't beat yourself up for not getting back. If something's meant to break, don't take the blame for it being broken. It's not all your fault. That's part of this card. This is a good thing. This is opening up new pathways. And if that wasn't enough, you got another 10. So, it is, Eve. It is. All the way from El Paso, Texas. I love when people put in where they're from. It's really amazing to me. It seems like magic within itself. But you got 2 10s here, wouldn't you know it? Leo, jeez, Leo. We got the 10 of Wands now. Here's the big thing, okay? This particular 10 is usually referred to as the overwhelm card of the tarot. You're going to have a lot of things to do, many things to think about. Some of you could be feeling a little pressure as far as work is concerned, or even on the home front. You're going to be so absorbed in details that you're going to have a hard time seeing the bigger picture and discerning just what's essential. Another meaning could be one person, or it could be one situation for some of you that's taking all your mental energy as you have little time to even focus on your own needs for a while. That can happen. The advice: time for you to set some boundaries when things start to overwhelm you. All right? You have to lay some boundaries down. That's the only thing that's going to reduce the stress. You may have to get used to saying no more than you're used to certain people. Not doing it to be mean. You're doing it because that's what you have to do. It's got nothing to do with being mean to people or anything like that. But learning to say no to certain people could be taking advantage of you or taking you for granted. You'll need to sweep that mess up. Get rid of it. Get out the dustbin. Trash it. No more. No more being used. No more being manipulated. These kind of things are going to come to an end. what you need to do is, that's right, stress some boundaries to reduce, or set some boundaries to reduce your stress. Keywords are burdens, overload, confusion, exhaustion, priorities, pressures, and blocks. These are learning tools that are going on here, learning experiences for you, making you stronger. The Leos are very, very strong and very forthright. They truly, truly are. Don't push a Leo with their back up against the wall, or you'll see that other side of them. All right? And don't ever cross the drawn boundary lines from a Leo as well. They can be a real force to be reckoned with. You don't want to piss one off. You really, really do not want to piss one off. And then the Three of Cups, which in this case is a beautiful thing for you, Leo. All right? It's a beautiful, beautiful thing for you, Leo. This is a gorgeous card. The threes represent, the number 3 is a very high number, very powerful number, almost darn right holy, if I may say it that way. Okay? And threes are about high activity within tarot, which is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It's the last card for tonight, too, so I'm smiling because I can get the kind of put my feet up. This 3 is showing you there must be going to be a slowdown with the COVID enough that you can get together with your friends and your family. If you've got celebrations to put in place, follow through with them. The 3 could be predicting things like weddings, parties, reunions, or even just precious time spent with the people you love that you've been missing lately. You'll be able to be your true self in their company. Their company is very uplifting, it's very fun, and it's replenishing, and that's a beautiful thing. If you happen to be single, and if you happen to be keeping yourself open for love, there's a good opportunity on the horizon. If you're working on any projects, give them 100% of your attention. Now is going to be the time for you to get in the zone, to follow through, to make a completion of something you're going to be real proud of too. The advice: be carefree. There's the freedom again. Enjoy the company of those that make you laugh. And it's all real, and it's down to earth, and it's general. You can be yourself with these people. You love them and they love you, and it's just an unspoken love. It's more in action. That's a beautiful thing. You'll be feeling very wealthy in love as far as people go. You'll be feeling very, very wealthy and very fortunate, and you'll be just full of gratitude with all of this as well. Keywords: celebration, friendship, healing, fun, some flirtation, indulgence, and creativity, which tells me a lot more color in your life. 2021, I'm thinking of all the cards we've covered here tonight. COVID's going to have to take a bit of a stand down for a little while anyway. And I'm glad to see that. I truly am glad to see that. I'm relieved to see that. I truly am. I think there's going to be the powers that be. I'm not talking the universe here, but the powers that be, that there's going to be some stubbornness going on with the COVID and everything that's around all that. You know what I mean? That's why you have to focus in on your own inner world, because of what's going on in the outside world, the world around you. If you go by that, and that's your gospel, you're going to be disappointed, terribly disappointed. You've got to be responsible for your own happiness here, your own clarity, your own trust, your own growth, your own belief. Getting to know, everybody needs to do that. We have to get more into ourselves and learn more about ourselves. Pure honesty is the only way to go. Pure honesty. And trust in the universe as well. So, to reiterate what Jen, the moderator, is stating and putting out, please don't be shy. You can join Bay of Fundy Fortunes, so subscribe, click the notification bell. No promise that you're going to get notifications per YouTube. And I'm not trying to build our group up on Facebook, but we do have a closed and private group on Facebook. Even if you hate Facebook, just never mind the rest of it. Tell yourself it's Bay of Fundy Fortunes, and you come right into the group. Everything's pre-approved there. We try to stay within the essence of what the group is all about. All right? It's a beautiful group of people that are like-minded. They're just like me. They're just like you. You know, we're all walking that same trail. If you need support, if you need help, you can ask for it within that group as well. I've seen miracles happen. I have. Within the group, it's a beautiful group of people. Some are highly active, and most are not. Most stay in the background, and they just kind of observe, and they walk. We're all fine with that. You don't have to be active. If you want to make some posts and say some stuff and start conversation, we're all open to that. Okay? And everything has to be pre-approved, so it goes through approval first. And if it's not within the essence of the group and what we're about, it doesn't get posted. So a lot of things don't get posted at times. There are times. So, and nobody gets upset about it. They go, okay, now I know, you know, this kind of a thing. So Jennifer's posted the link for the group. You can come anytime you want, and you can leave anytime you want. But I don't think you'll want to leave once you get in there. It's a very quiet group. It's very, others have described it very Zen-like when you come into the group. So, and it's a learning experience every day. I usually learn something new, you know. It's just, I'm proud of them. I'm proud of every one of them. I'm proud of people like Jen. She helps to be the moderator. She's a moderator. She's an admin as well within the group. She's a moderator here with all the live streams. Doesn't matter what we're doing. And she's kind of like the traffic cop and the person that helps you. If you fall down, she's there to pick you up, kind of a thing. So we're 3 hours and 4 minutes in. I'm going to do my best, come right back tomorrow evening, and we'll do the last 6, which are going to be Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, and Aquarius. Those are the last 6. So I'm going to get in and try to edit this as soon as I can get it edited and put in the timestamps, that kind of a thing. Thank you so much for being here. Remember, feed yourself first. That's basically what these last 6 readings have been. Feeding you first. What good are you to anything or anybody if you're falling apart? If you're numbed down? If you're not really in touch? If you're not really connected? It doesn't serve yourself or anybody else. But you're a better benefit to everybody else in the world around you when you're top notch, when you're at your finest. The only way you can do that is through the universe. And that's by getting to know your inner self. Concentrate on your intuition. Breathe some life into that intuition. Good night, Mary Jane. Good night, Mary Jane. Good night. You're welcome, Glenna. Thank you so much for being here as well. Thank you, Shar, as well. Thank you to Jennifer as well, the moderator. Thank you, Jennifer. Libra and Scorpio. That's impressive. We'll have another good night tomorrow night. Oh gosh, I gotta mention we've got an actual snowstorm coming in tomorrow. It's supposed to last from the morning until the evening, till night. Fingers crossed I don't lose power. Because if I lose power, I can't get on. It can't. If I just seem to vanish and I'm not here with no explanation tomorrow night, it'll be because my power's down. So I'll hope that that doesn't happen. Okay? We'll see you guys all tomorrow. As Jen just said, follow your integrity. Feed yourself first so you can show your love and your light out with the rest of the beautiful world that we live in and the incredible universe as well. Thank you so much for being here. Much love to you all. Much love coming from the universe. And when the universe picks up on each and every one of us trying to better ourselves spiritually, it sits up and takes notice. And that in itself is a beautiful thing. Thank you so much, everybody. Fingers crossed that we're able to come back tomorrow night. Bye for now.